Hi, everybody. It's Margaret here with 60 and Me. Thanks for coming and joining us today on this journey of aging. We've written and talked about so many topics as we get older, and one that is recurring is the idea that we have an opportunity in our 60s to reinvent ourselves. Now, I don't mean reinvent from the beginning. It means really going inward, finding who that woman is, and then giving purpose and passion to the years that we have. And Ardith Bowman, one of our bloggers, wrote this article on women choosing what's in season. And when you read that title, it's like, okay, what does that mean? Well, what it really means is there's a time and a place for everything. And I wanted to share with you her thoughts about these, she calls them three kind of pillars that can help you to define what's important to you and create purpose in your life. They've done research on kind of what are the contributing factors to longevity, and found that, money is okay and it's important, but it's not as important as having purpose in your life. Having a reason to get up in the morning, to go out and do something to help others, to be a service, and to be also of service to yourself. And she talks about these three pillars, which are basically recognition or understanding of your inner wisdom and trusting that. The second is, how do you translate that and manifest it in the world? What is your relationship with your world? And then the third thing is how to relate your authenticity, your true self with others, that relationship with others. So relationship with your inner wisdom, with yourself, with your individual passion and purpose, and your world. I think it's really interesting. Actually, in Bali, there's actually very similar. They have like a focus, like the things that you focus on in life, and those are pretty much. I think adding the spiritual dimension is pretty much their coverage as well. So I wanted just to go through with you what she means when it's everything in season, and how to blend those together. I was thinking as I read this article that when I was going through my divorce, and this is like 15 years ago now, I was very, very, very sad and unhappy. And I remember going to someone's house, and they had a quote on the wall, and it said, "To everything there is a season." It was from the Bible. It was a biblical quote. And, to everything there is a season. And I read that and I thought, it's true. This is my sad season. This is the season where I realize that my world is not going to be the same as I thought it would be when I was a little girl, and everything has changed. And the season now is going to shift, and I'm going to move forward. And it was kind of a turning point, and I really didn't think about it again until just this moment. So it's a good thing to keep things in perspective, that there is a season for everything. Okay, so we started our lives maybe caring for our brothers, our sisters, our parents, caring for our family, being part of a family unit. And then we went into the workplace where we were dealing with new people, new relationships, new energies, new ways of looking at the world, and adapting, and learning to be not judgmental, but to be accepting of difference in the world, and to be a kind person. But it didn't always work out, because we were struggling then maybe with families, children of our own, and finding that balance in life and work, and not always succeeding. I think that we now in our 60s realize that in some ways we're like a teenager again. We've got unlimited resources in front of us. I mean, maybe not in terms of our appearance or, financial or whatever, but we have got freedom. Whether you're still married and in a relationship, or whether you are alone now, you've got the world out there for you to embrace and work with. So what are your options? Well, lots of options that Ardith talks about, which are kind of cool. I mean, choosing what season you want to be in. Do you want to be in your sad season? Do you want to be in your happy season, your growth season? This is up to you. This is for you to decide what season you need to be working through. I mean, one thing you can do is just to keep busy. You can just keep same old in a way. Keep going with what you've always done, and just stay busy, not even go deep. But a lot of women are looking outside now and thinking, no, there's probably more than that now. There's more that I can do. There's more that I can contribute. And my legacy is more than just who I have been in those relationships I talked about earlier, like work and family and children and so on. So if you're ready, Ardith takes you through the steps. Now she says, choose the one that fits your authenticity, your truth. And I know that's such a crazy word, because what does it mean? Well, it means that you're just doing what you love. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you have been in an industry or doing a job that you either loved and want to continue it in your own way, with your own structure, your own format, your own profitability, and passion and purpose. Or maybe it's something completely different. I love reading stories about people that were like an attorney and then became a chef, or like used to run an oil business and then became was an administrator in a project management team and then suddenly became a belly dancer. Or whatever. Or exercise. I know an exercise teacher that used to be in corporate America now does online yoga programs. So it's just a matter of which business, what's the right purpose? Is it to make money? That's a different journey. Is it to have fun? Is it to teach someone what you know? Is it to share something? Another thing is to go back to school. Now, I know that back to school has taken on a new meaning with this pandemic, but at least it's online now. You can do different things with online courses, and they don't have to be for credit. I mean, there's Coursera and Udemy and all kinds of other online programs that are there for you free. Totally free. And you can be sitting in a class watching a program that the students at Yale University are paying thousands of dollars a year for. Yeah, there's so much online. There's also some great blogs. I just got in the post today, in email today, which I always love, is Maria Popova's Brain Pickings. And her newsletter comes out once every week, and it's free of charge. And it's just, for me, always a joy to read it on a Sunday where I can just, enjoy the depth that she goes with topics. And there's always TED Talks and other online places where you can learn. So be a lifelong student. You can travel and relax. Well, you can travel sometimes and relax, but you don't have to go far. You can do a staycation. Lots of people are doing that. I just took a little cruise, and it was a 3-day cruise to nowhere. It just went round the English Channel, and it was amazing. It was on the Virgin Scarlet Lady, but it was just a great opportunity to say, I'm cruising. I felt like I was out there in the world again. It was so lovely. Another thing is to just look at your health and your well-being and say, okay, it's time. Lose weight. Lose weight, get into some healthy habits, change some habits, and it's really there for you to do. And you need discipline. And as I've talked about in previous videos, it's like you've got to have both a reality check as to where you really are, and then you've got to have the energy and the purpose and intention to actually do something about it. So there's actually a book she mentions. I wanted to look at the notes here. It's called Why Bother? Discover the Desire for What's Next by Jennifer Loudon. And she is one that the artist recommends you take a look at. It says, keep going and make a difference. I think for me with 60andMe, this has been my greatest joy in life. It's taken all the things I've learned in my career, with my family, with my divorce, all those things, and enabled me to share, and I just could not be happier that now I'm, able to do that. She actually lists some other books. I recommend you go to artist's article. I'll put a link to it in the description below. There's a little, under this video, you'll see more. Just click on that. Another one is In Our Prime, How Older Women Are Reinventing the Road Ahead. That's by Susan Douglas. I think it's a more feminist book, but, redefining society's view of women. And I think that's one of our biggest challenges and opportunities, that we can actually, like on this cruise, I was like probably the oldest person, 72 years old. And most of the people on the Scarlet Lady were in their 30s, average, maybe younger. And I just loved talking to people. No one really minded. Everyone just was chatting and getting to share their stories. And I met some fascinating people. But anyway, the point is, just get out there, embrace young people, and don't be stuck in stereotypes that don't exist anymore. We do. I knit. I confess, but that's not me. That's not my stereotype. What's another one here? No Stopping Us Now is The Adventures of Older Women in American History, Gail Collins. And then this one I have actually read, which is Women Rowing North, Navigating Life's Currents and Flourishing as We Age. It's by Mary Piper. Or is it Piper? But anyway, she's a therapist and looks at women in culture, and it's very cool. So those are some books you might want to check out if you're struggling with this. What's next? What season is it for me? What season do I move into? And what do you think is best for you? What are you looking to do in this particular time of your life? What season are you in? Are you in spring where new things are blossoming? Summer where you're just full force ahead on something that you love? Maybe autumn that's more reflective and maybe retreat or meditation or spiritual growth, and then winter, which is maybe crafts and hiding out and doing things by yourself and being alone but not lonely. big topic. But anyway, I hope that you found this useful as a conversation. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the section below. Just leave your comments there. And I want to thank you again for being here. If you are interested in 60andMe, if you like what you've heard, please subscribe to this channel and also tell your friends. Also, if you just want to like the video, thumbs up the video, because then YouTube will then share it with more people. That's maybe the most important thing. But also, if you want to join our Patreon group, we have a smaller group of women who meet, is exclusive to this group. We have live shows Mondays and Wednesdays. We have conversations. And honestly, if you're looking for little friendships to start, this is where you can do it. Our conversation now is with millions or hundreds of thousands of people. But if you want a small little group, our friendship lounge meetings are great. People are meeting up with each other, making friends. It just might be for you. So come and check out our Patreon supporters group. Okay, everybody. Well, I hope that you're well. Take very good care of yourselves, and we'll talk again very, very soon. Bye-bye for now.